right, welcome back to the Beach Court Podcast. I'm joined with Matthew Wood, aka Little Dark Fury. He's been on this podcast a whopping 5 times now. This
Crazy.
week, Maddox and Parker are taking the week off. Parker get well soon, and Maddox is traveling. But yeah, LDF, thanks for coming on the episode. It's been a long time coming. It's been a little bit since I had you on, but how are things up in Canada?
It's going good right now. Just enjoying the content grind stuff. Been really enjoying the NAIC meta. It's been a lot better than I thought. Plus tomorrow I have a
You got a big
giant
cup.
100 plus player league cup to go to. So pretty dang excited for that. Haven't figured out what I'm gonna play yet. I'm like narrowing down 3 decks, but I'm excited to try to get into the cup grind again. I was able to win my 4 cups pretty quickly last season, so I'm hoping to like repeat history and get my cups done fairly quickly and out of the way, so I don't have to go to any during the year.
Yeah, cups and challenges, man. They're just they're brutal.
Oh, yeah.
I love that you got the goal of winning the 100-person cup tomorrow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty awesome,
All
to do
right, so
that,
this
so
podcast comes out 2 days after your cup.
Mhm.
So we want to know right now if a gun was to your head and someone said pick your deck right now, what is it?
So, it's tough because like, I wanna play Goldango, but, like, there's so much Raging Bolt still that I don't wanna play Goldango. I'm looking into, like, playing Goldango Pidgeot with Sarah Ledge with Briar, which I think kind of solves the Raging Bolt matchup, and In the Mirror is good too. But I also wanna play Zoroark because 'cause I'm a big Zoroark fan, but I also wanna play Dragapult Charizard 'cause I think that deck's also still, like, the best deck for this tournament. My Dragapult Zard list is gonna play a Max Belt, 'cause I think that just flat out, like, fixes the deck's issues with,
Yeah.
like, the other matchups.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, we'll see what you come with if you bring your favorite cheese man.
Yeah.
But let's get into the topics this week. For this week, for the agenda, we got NAIC reactions. You already gave us a little bit about, kind of your like in the meta. We'll talk about the 2026 season changes because we didn't talk about it last week on this podcast.
Mhm.
Um, and then the biggest news that we have you on for is, you're a Pokemon ambassador now, right? So
Yeah.
we're going to talk about how that came to fruition. What your role is, what you want to accomplish in that role, and we'll talk all about it. And we'll, of course, go through some of the feedback that our community gave us. Thank you, everyone, for dropping some comments and likes. And then at the end, we're going to wrap it up with a tier list, a really interesting tier list that we thought about. Scarlet and Violet's coming to an end with Black and White being the last set, and we want to rank all the SIRs. Right? What are the best SIRs that we got in all of Scarlet and Violet? So that'll be a pretty interesting conversation that we'll go through. But let's jump right into it. What stood out to you from NAIC? You said you were liking the meta. What do you like about it right now?
It feels fairly diverse. Obviously, we know the best 3 decks, Gardevoir, Dragapult, Grimmsnarl, but I just like the diversity in the meta. There's honestly, Destined Rivals gave us a lot of really cool things, and I like how the format's been shifting a little bit towards, like, Gardevoir. Like, Gardevoir won NEIC, it dominated the tournament, so now, like, we're seeing a lot more dark types do well. Like, Zoroark's coming back into the meta. We're seeing Grimmsnarl. We're seeing Charizard even winning. Like, we saw Gabe Fernandez win with his Charizard Pidgeot deck, which is
Crazy.
a deck everyone thought was dead. So, like,
Yeah.
I think the meta is in a very cool spot right now. It does feel like 1-hit KOs are kind of coming back into the fray a little bit, especially because being a dark type is so important right now. But I'm still, like, really just liking the shifts in the meta right now. Budu is not as relevant as it was before. Like, even Grimmsnarl and Dragapult have been kind of chilling on the Budu recently.
Yeah.
So I feel like the meta is
And
just getting
Gardevoir too. I mean, Gardevoir's not
exactly.
even playing Badoos.
Yeah, exactly. Like the meta is just like it feels a lot healthier than it did the Journey Together format. It just feels like there's more creativity, there's more variety, and there's less like it's less toxic. But I mean, I don't know what the Worlds format will bring. It doesn't look like Jellicent's gonna
It doesn't
make
look
things any
good.
better.
It doesn't look
Um,
good.
yeah, I think Jellicent's just gonna like force everyone to like have to reconsider their deck building decisions once again. So that's gonna be fun. So now Gardevoir gets even better, but I think this
Yeah.
meta's pretty good. It's a pretty good
Yeah, I don't
format
know
we're
how
in.
much you've tested it, but the Jellicent's nasty. Like
Jellicent's disgusting,
like
yeah.
Jellicent just says, "Oh, take your worst matchup in Grimmsnarl and make it favored."
It
Like
even
it's
makes it and it makes Goldango favorite too.
yeah,
Gardevoir, that's another
exactly.
matchup. Yeah, it's like it's ridiculous. So I don't know. For my I'm not well, I'm gonna be at Worlds. I'm not gonna be playing in the main tournament, unfortunately. Didn't get my invite, but I'm gonna be there if there's like
Nice.
a usually they have a cup there, right? Or a challenge. So I'll
Yeah,
probably
there's
try to
usually
play in that.
there's a cup. There's also a pocket tournament you can play in.
Ooh, might look into that too.
Yeah, there's
So
also
I
a
do,
pocket tournament
yeah.
to play in.
Yeah. I do want to get some Worlds gameplay in at least while I'm there visiting Anaheim, which I'm excited for. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been looking into deck building for the Worlds format, but We'll see.
Yeah, I already have 5 decks built, so I'm
Ooh,
not even
okay,
going.
okay.
But it's still just like I just love the grind, man.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
yeah,
It is
the
nice.
cups start tomorrow,
Goldango,
but I'm ready for the cups later. Goldengo gets
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
The problem,
Genesect
the
is
problem is
insane. And Air
Jellicent,
Balloon.
bro. The
No,
Jellicent is
trust me.
so
This is how
bad.
this is how Goldango beats Gardevoir. Just play Zork in your deck. Just play Zork, Reshiram, ends PP up. You go Air Balloon, Goldango, they go Jellicent, you just go Retreat into Zork, blow it up. And then you
But you
also get
can't
more
even.
draw.
Why are you playing PP up when you can't even play it?
What do you mean? You play extra dark. You can trade away the dark,
Your item
or you can
like
make it rain. No, I know, but usually against Gardevoir, you'll have an extra turn where you can put a dark energy on Zork, and then you can attach
maybe,
again.
maybe,
In testing, it's actually been good. The Zork,
maybe it's Crispin.
Reshiram,
Maybe Crispin's the answer instead of PB up.
maybe. But
Mm,
I don't know. I do like that idea though. I think Zork Goldango is gonna be legit.
yeah, I can see that.
Everyone's playing it with like Scizor and stuff, but I don't know. I'm a big fan of the Zork.
I
Zork
mean,
just it fixes Guardy.
like you were just talking about for your cup. I really like the Cerule Edge idea in Goldango in that format. Like I like the Cerule Edge Briar idea a lot in that format.
Yeah, I played it. I mean, as you know, I played it to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I probably could have made day two if I mean, I had some like rough goings in the mirror and stuff, but like that could have been an easy day two. And honestly, that's what I should have played to NEIC was the exact same deck. I regret playing Pango to NEIC. That deck was like trash. It was miserable.
Maddox played Pango too, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, I know. Maddox is on Pango.
Pango just ain't it, man. Pango ain't it.
It was okay, but like I hit way too many bad matchups. I feel like the meta was more hostile for Goldango,
Yeah,
but
Chi-Yu's everywhere too. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Flareon, Raging Bolt never was a good matchup, but yeah, I do like the Sarah Ledge idea. There's just a lot of creativity right now
There's a
in the
lot.
format. Like I was saying earlier, like even Sarah Ledge itself, like straight Sarah Ledge deck's been getting a bit of hype recently. I've seen so that's another deck that's like popping up on the meta now. It just feels like the format's evolving in a good way. It sucks there's no actual main tournaments in this format apart from the cups and challenges that are starting again tomorrow, but you know it's good.
Yeah. What um what are you most excited for next format related to black and white cards?
I'm looking forward to like Air Balloon coming back, and that's a really good card to
Me
have back in the
too.
format. Like my issue is there's so many cool like deck building things you can do right now with like Zork and Rev of Room. They all suck though because you have to play like they get like stalled out by Badu and stuff. But
Yeah.
Air Balloon fixes that quite a bit. So
Yeah.
I'm glad Air Balloon's coming out.
Chen Pao Air Balloon. Yo, Chen Pao River
Shenpao
Room.
could come back. Yeah, Shenpao the Air Balloon could be
Chen
good.
Pao River Room.
Possible.
Then you just
Yeah.
get Jellicent and we just lose. Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
true. I mean, you can play Iron Bundle though, I guess. If they don't get double Jellicent now, you just bundle them.
Yeah, that's so
But
annoying. The Jellicent's gonna be stupid.
it is pretty toxic, I agree. That's, like, the only thing I'm not looking forward to with Black and White. Like, I really like how Miraidon's coming back into the format now with Electric and Zekrom. I like how Fire's getting a buff with, Reshiram and Prism Energy.
Yeah.
Um, like, Goldango getting stronger is always a good thing in my opinion. It just like, Jellicent might be the worst card to come out of the set for the game. Like,
Yeah.
imagine the format if Jellicent wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, like, even I think the Meloetta is gonna be a little bit broken. And
Yeah, I've seen Meloetta with, like, in Dragapult, so you can, like, TM Evo out Dracloak immediately, or you
yeah,
can use it.
Charmeleons, bro. Like,
Mhm. You can use it to donk, you you can play Vitality Bank Clefairy, and you can donk Dreepies with it, which is pretty funny.
okay, okay,
So, yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty interesting all the things that'll come out of Black and White. So we'll
Mhm.
see where that goes. But let's move on to the next topic, which is talking about our 2026 rule changes. Most of you that are listening have already gone through this ad nauseum, so I'm not gonna like spend too much time kind of like explaining what they are. But here's the cliff notes. League
Yep.
Cups start tomorrow. We get one more Swiss round if the tournament is at least 60 players or 65 players. So now we're going back to one more Swiss round in day two, not in
Mhm.
day one. So, and because of that, they're reducing from top 32 ASIM to top 16. So
Teen ASIM,
it's
yeah.
what we wanted, right? We got what we wanted there, I think, as a community. That was a big one.
Yep.
The next one, the controversial one currently, the TCG end of rule round change. So now instead of it being +3 turns after time is called, it's going to be +1 turn for each of you. So if your time is called in your turn, that's your last turn, and then your opponent gets one more turn, and you both have 10 minutes to conclude that game in that 10 minutes. And if it's not, the game's a draw. Right? There is no more like, let's argue over a gentleman's agreement for 20 minutes. Like, nah, 10 minutes is a draw, right? So hopefully they enforce that if they stick with it.
I agree.
Um, They increased the championship point table, so they allotted more points for 9th through 64th place, which is nice because there's a lot of people like last year that bubbled top 8 and like got top 64 and just really got screwed on the points, man. Like to have a
Yeah.
win in the top 8. So,
To still get top 64 is kinda crazy, yeah.
yeah.
Especially with how big these tournaments are getting, it's probably very important that
Yeah.
they fix that.
I hope
100%, that
they
was definitely
we'll talk about what the feedback on the community is in a
mhm.
little bit, but I hope they change the money. There needs to be something with the money too.
I could see it, I could see it.
They can just do golf rules, man. It ain't hard. It's just a little simple math calculation. All right, next one. Ace Trainer rewards are back. So 200 championship points next year. You'll be an Ace Trainer. Uh,
Lit.
and later they'll kind of discuss whatever you'll get for being an Ace Trainer. This year was a promo card. And then last but certainly not least, they announced some portion of the calendar year for the championship series. Starts off in North America in Pittsburgh, next, and that's in September. Then Milwaukee, then Las Vegas, a new
Oh, I
location this
cannot
year.
wait for that, oh my
Las
god.
Vegas, going back to LAIC in Sao Paulo. And then the next North American one that's announced currently, I think, is just New Orleans.
Yeah, they haven't revealed
Yeah,
any
they haven't revealed
Canadian ones
anything.
yet,
Yeah, so they haven't revealed any
so,
Canadian ones. San Antonio.
yeah.
There's
Usually
some leaks
the
though on the map. The map is a
Yeah,
leak.
I they might have given away all the locations on the map. Like, we still have one in the
Yeah,
California area, obviously, that they haven't revealed yet. Yeah,
yeah.
there's usually one in, like, the South area, like, San Antonio area, so I'm sure they'll reveal them, but, yeah, they might have leaked it on the map, so there's a good chance we're getting either Orlando or what was it?
We had Atlanta last year,
We did have
but
Atlanta. There's a leak on the
people
map
are
that
saying
either
Daytona, but we're not getting Daytona.
that's what I was thinking, it was Daytona or
Daytona doesn't have a
Orlando.
big enough spot for us.
They had a regionals there before, though.
That was
If
before it was big, man. I
Nah, that's
promise you,
fair.
like, I live an hour from Daytona. There ain't no
Mhm.
space there, man.
Nah, fair enough, okay.
I don't
Orlando
think
would be
so.
sick. I loved
And
Orlando.
as far as like all the community feedback, like Orlando's just better because people can fly right into it.
Mhm.
It does have a better pride community than like other places do. So like we want that, right? We want to be there for that.
Yeah,
Um,
Atlanta was cool. Yeah, I like it.
yeah.
I'm somebody who's a big fan of Atlanta, like, their culture, like, it was nice to go there, but I still would probably prefer Orlando just because, like, there's more to do
Well, you
afterwards,
got
like,
Disney, bro. You got
Disney,
Disney,
Universal.
bro, and you got a new theme park now too. You got the
Mm.
Universal theme park, the new one.
Oh, true, yeah.
So, anyways, those are all kind of the highlights of changes. LDF, what stood out to you? What are you like happy about? What are you like upset about? What are you going to use your Pokemon ambassador role to go back and you're like, yeah, this wasn't very good. Like, what are your thoughts? What were your first reactions?
Um, I mean, the changes, they seem pretty good. The ASIM thing, I think is fine. Obviously, it was a big deal when lost your winning into top 8 and then you get, like, bumped down to, like, top
Yeah.
64 and missed out on making cash. Like, that was pretty ridiculous. So, there definitely were some really good changes they made overall. I think they kept it the same with, like, the top 512 obviously still makes or not, top 125, sorry, is, like, the invite structure still, right?
Yes, top
So s
135. 135. So they went
Oh,
up
it's
by 10
135.
spots. And
Okay,
they
so that's,
haven't
like
confirmed if that includes or doesn't include auto invites or if auto invites are even a thing. So
yeah,
that has
that
not been confirmed yet.
Okay, okay. So I guess we should wait and see on that. But I'm fine with the 135 thing. I would still personally prefer if it was like 600, 700 CP was the bar like it used to be, but the top 135 is fine. I know, thankfully, this was a big win for Pokemon. They did the
Big
thing where they
win.
got everyone in the tiebreaker into their invite. So that was
Yeah.
really, really good. That was really good that they did that. So that was definitely a step in the right direction. And, if that situation ever does come up again, hopefully they continue to do that and they don't just be like, well, you have less play points than this person who's tied. Okay, too bad you don't get your invite. So I'm glad that everyone on the tiebreaker got in. I think
Yeah,
that
I
was
know. I don't know
way
how much
more
you were
fair.
following me following it, but I was like locked into that race at home during NIC. I
Yeah.
saw it happening too. I was like, "Oh, bro, they're about to tie." Like, there's so many people around this number,
It was crazy. Well, to be
and
fair, as a Pokemon ambassador, me and a few others who were in the program did leave our feedback about it and said that it was, kind of silly that that was a thing. So, hopefully we did our job and got it fixed. That was
hopefully,
a couple of
good,
us did reach out, obviously, to Pokemon in our
good.
little ambassador chat. And we're like, hey, yeah, this tiebreaker thing doesn't seem like a good idea. So hopefully
Yeah.
that actually did its thing. But
Hopefully, LDF and Emmy and everyone else, you guys crushed it. So thanks for
hopefully,
having our
yeah.
back.
Hopefully that was the first big win that the ambassador program was hopefully able to push forward on that.
Yeah.
But I was very happy to see that. And it's like, if they just continue the consistency with that going into 2025, 2026 season, be pretty
Yeah.
happy. And
Yeah.
then
See, go ahead.
I was gonna briefly mention the locations too, because yeah, I'm really
Yeah, go for
excited
it.
about
Vegas.
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh returning's okay. Pittsburgh was a fine. It's a decent drive. Like it's like a 5-6 hour drive for us Canadians. That's fine. Las Vegas though is the one I'm really excited for. I
Vegas.
cannot wait for that. I've always wanted to go to Vegas, but like I've never been able to really make a trip out of it with my buddies. But now I have a reason to go. But the only problem is it's looking like it might drop on the same release date as our November set, unless it's
Oh
the so I
no,
might have to skip it, which I really hope that doesn't
dude! You
happen.
can't skip Vegas for
I
content. You can't,
know.
bro. You
I
can't.
see, that's the problem. I wanted to go to LA in 2024 for their tournament, and
No.
I missed out on that because it was the same weekend as Twilight Masquerade dropping. So I
Listen,
don't
you've
know.
got
We'll
the
see.
power. Just put it in the chat right now. Just
Mhm.
say, "Hey, man, like, no releases on the weekends of a major."
That might it might be too late for that. I think we're cooked. I'm pretty sure Pokemon playing this out way in advance, unfortunately.
No,
But
dude.
the only silver lining is maybe LEIC will be when the set drops, but it's looking like I think Vegas is 2 weeks before LEIC,
It's
so
two
there's a
weeks
good
before. It's
yeah,
a
so it's
good
not
shot that it's that weekend because of the
yeah.
2 week rule. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think we're cooked, chat.
No,
We're cooked.
dude.
I gotta improvise. Well, okay, actually, there was one thing that I maybe a little this is a little skeptical. So going back to like the release dates of the events,
Sure.
it looks like from what it looked like, the tournaments are gonna be on the Friday, like how they were with ICs. Because I don't know if you
So
saw. It
it
said
did say that. I just had the website open. I
I don't
think
know if they changed it or not.
I
Because
think
I
people said it was a misprint. So let me just
okay.
validate that real quick. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna do Fridays, man. I mean, that would be a big change.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's okay to do with the ICs because it's like your penetrable,
Right,
like big tournament
right,
of the year, blah blah blah.
right. You
But with
can't
the
do it for everything
regionals,
though.
no, you can't do regionals. A lot of people like they literally purposely fly in Friday night because of work and stuff. That would screw
Right.
over a lot of
That
people.
would
So
screw over a lot and judges too, like
yeah,
not even like
exactly.
judges.
Yeah, and that's
Uh,
not just to talk about like flights getting delayed all the time and stuff. Like,
bro,
if that
flights
is
are rough.
if that is the case with these tournaments now, if they're starting on a Friday, like normal regionals, like that's a bad
I mean,
idea.
it does say 19th through 21st on Pittsburgh,
Ooh.
and then
Hmm.
10th through 12th. But again, that's the whole event, right? Friday is part of the event. That doesn't mean the play starts that day, right?
That is
Like,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
curious if it said that before. Like in
yeah, I
last
don't.
season, it did the same. They said the same thing. Because it is true. Check-in is Friday. Would did they count check-in? That doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Does it count? I guess there's still events that day, right? Like there's still the side events. May.
I mean, in 2025, it does have 3 days, right? So, like,
Mm,
for Vancouver, it says March 7th through the 9th. So I think
okay.
maybe it had one more day before where it said Thursday through Sunday, and people were like, "What?"
Hmm.
So yeah, it looks like it's the 3 days now, which would be our normal 3 days.
Okay. Yeah. That did confuse me a little bit. I saw a little bit of talk on Twitter when they dropped the dates and stuff. Because some people were
Yeah,
talking about, wait, are the tournaments starting on Friday now?
that
Um,
would be very bad.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, it looks like they're keeping it with Saturday. There's my solution to Las Vegas.
Okay, so yeah, so what's our
They dropped
solution to Las Vegas? Our real solution. All right, so
they dropped
you're gonna bring the phone. We're gonna
no,
record from
no,
the
no, no, no.
phone.
I got this all planned out. They drop
All
the
right.
set on the Thursday on live usually, make all
Yeah.
the videos on Thursday, leave Friday, come home Sunday night.
Okay.
Problem solved.
All
So
right,
I can still
fine.
go to Vegas and I just can't stream.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Here, just let me know. I'll come make some videos with you, bro.
true. There you go.
You
Yeah.
need me to grind
We
some games and record them for you? Like, I got you,
we could do some casino Las Vegas content.
bro.
I'll teach you how to play blackjack.
I know how to
Trust me.
play blackjack. I'll teach you how to
You-
play craps. You know how to play
Oh,
craps?
nope, haven't
Bro,
played that before.
craps is
I'm just
fun.
blackjack. I'm just a blackjack guy.
See, craps is a lot of fun because you get to touch the dice and have fun.
Hmm, yeah.
Blackjack, you're
I've
sitting
seen
there
a bit of
watching the
it.
dealer hit 21 every time, and you're like,
Not
"Oh
if you
man,
play Spanish 21.
okay,
That's the best form of blackjack to play.
okay,
That's what I
okay."
play.
Spanish
Yeah.
21. You heard it here first, guys.
Mhm.
Bro, I'll be if you're not even gonna prep for that regional, man, you're just gonna be so excited to go
I just wanna
gamble.
gamble, bro, honestly. No. No, I'll be excited, but,
Okay, listen,
I
wait,
can't wait.
hear me out. We want to gamble,
I'm
right? It's Vegas, right?
mhm, mhm.
So we're playing something with Togekiss, right?
Ooh, true. Well, actually, that's the perfect opportunity to play Goldango. Make it rain. You're in a giant, like, casino area. It's a perfect
Bro,
opportunity to play,
Goldango,
coin
Togekiss, come
buzz.
back Vegas. Goldango,
Oh,
Togekiss,
true.
maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe?
I've tried to make Goldango Togus work in the rotation format. I'm trying to make it work. So
I'm just
maybe if
saying.
someone can figure out a list by then, just saying
I'm just
there
saying
could be
if
something there.
we could play Pokemon catchers, we could play Togekiss. What are the
Ooh.
other toxic like gamble cards? We could play Electric
Venture Bomb.
Generator.
Playing Team Rocket's Venture Bomb with
Oh,
Monkey
Venture
Dories.
Ball.
That's another coin flip card right there.
Yeah. All the coin flip cards, bro. It's going to Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so yeah, we'll see what happens with that. What are your opinions on the 10-minute time rule? The +1
Uh,
turns, and what's your opinion?
I'm okay with that. Like, I guess.
Like, the business side makes so much sense.
It does. Yes, it does. I
But
mean, I think
I don't know if the 50-minute thing makes sense, and that's the big piece that
that's
we're not sure about.
like realistically, could they just increase the time to 60 minutes then?
I mean, if you think about it, right? Previously, we did 50 minutes plus 3, and the
Yeah.
rounds are turning over, what, 25 to 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's, let's just call it 30, worst case scenario. That's 90 minutes. So
Yeah.
if you do 60 plus 1, that's 70 minutes. That's minus 20 on average,
Yeah.
So I would hope that it's 60 plus 1. Because, bro, I mean, we're barely finishing games in 50 plus 3.
I agree. Well, especially if like with cards like Jellison coming out that are gonna
Jellison?
slow the game down.
Yeah.
Dragapult's already another deck that tends to get ties quite often. Like, I don't know,
Yeah, I
man.
don't
If they're
know.
like if the format's gonna like stay like with these slower archetypes, like Grimmsnarl even is another one that technically like Grimmsnarl mirrors, bro, that's tying every time.
Oh, yeah, you're
Like
tying every time.
yeah, there's definitely something maybe they could fix about that for sure.
Yeah, we've heard so many top players too that like the top tables just abuse the time rules so much because of this.
Yep.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
gonna make it worse.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
just gonna emphasize it. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see what they change. Let's hear from some of the feedback a little bit when we get there. I'm sure you'll hear that throughout the feedback.
That's what I'm thinking is like once that actually happens with like the first regional like Pittsburgh or something, then it'll be a good time to
Well,
like
that's like last year, right? Remember Pittsburgh last year?
yep, I do. Or not
X2
Louisville.
X
What Baltimore
X2
was it
had to make,
Baltimore?
yeah,
Was it
Baltimore.
Baltimore or
X2 had to
Louisville? It was
make
one of
day
the two.
2. Yeah.
I think
And they changed it.
Was it Louisville that had it? Like I remember Louisville was like really bad. Because I remember Alex Shemansky tweeted he went like X2 because he lost 2 immediately, he had no chance making top 8.
No,
Was
no,
that was it
no.
Louisville? I can't remember. It was there was a regional where somebody literally had no chance
Oh
making
no,
day
that
2,
was that. You're
making
right.
top
That
8 when
was
they made
that.
day
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was Louisville, and then after that, I think they fixed it.
And they fixed it. Yeah. So we'll
Yeah, I think
see
it was
that they're,
after that, yeah.
I mean, obviously, let's get right into it. You are now officially announced as a Pokemon ambassador, which most of the community, except for the people that were probably involved with it, had no clue was even going on.
Mhm.
So good job keeping that under the sheets.
Thank you.
Um, but yeah, talk us through, like, how did this happen? Like, were you approached? Did you see, were you sitting there grinding on the content grind and like Pokemon email popped up? You're like, oh my God, Pokemon. Like, oh my God, So how did this happen? What's your role? Give us some deets. We got nothing. Give us some deets.
Yeah, so it was basically, I mean, kinda like what you described. I was just chilling, and Pokemon reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be a part of this, which I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." Like, there's a few other Pokemon TCG content creators in the group that we're in. I know you saw Emmy's in there, she's in there.
Yeah.
I think Alla Blitzel, he's in there too. Mahon's in
Oh,
there.
sick.
Mahon's in there too, I think.
Yeah.
Not sure if Azul's in there. I think Azul might be in there too.
I
Not
don't
too
think
sure.
Azul. I didn't see an announcement from Azul. That's for sure.
I'm not sure. He might be in there too. Like I would
Okay.
assume it was Azul. Like I don't want to like give anything away, but like
Sure.
the person that did reach out to me is somebody who like I've worked with before in the past with TPCI, and they also worked with Azul. So I would assume they also reach out to Azul. But I'm not sure on that one. I think he's in there though. He just has, I guess he hasn't said anything. But yeah, we're in like just like a little community here. There's a lot of other bigger names and like the other Pokemon categories like Pocket. There's a few Pocket creators in there.
Yeah.
There's some like there might be some VGC ones in there too. I'm not too sure on that one.
I think I saw a
Maybe
couple. Yeah.
there might be VGC. There's Pokemon Unite. That's another big one that's in here. Like
Sick.
Unite VGC.
Go.
Um, I don't know. Yeah, Go might be in there too. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a lot, but there's not like it's just like it's like a tight knit group, right? But I
That's
think Go
good.
might be in there. Yeah. But I
Okay.
mean, yeah, basically the point is they wanna have this for the different games and stuff. Because obviously, like one of the main complaints people have had for like the past like almost maybe decade with Pokemon have been like the community feedback. They weren't as like vocal about it. If that makes sense. There's been so many different things that have happened with Pokemon where like they never really publicly said anything or
Yeah.
they didn't make the changes before like until it was like too late or something. So having something like this is just a great way to just get things fixed like on the spot or get things fixed immediately. So I think this is ultimately like a good thing for the community. Because basically, like any direct feedback I see on Twitter or like even in like on YouTube and stuff, like in the comment section and stuff, like any of that feedback I can take, I can relay it to Pokemon in the group I'm in and just be like, hey, a good chunk of the community is very vocal about this. Like maybe this needs to be changed. Mostly with what I do, like I am mostly with like Pokemon TCG Live, obviously, but also with the general like Pokemon TCG with like just the tabletop side of things too. So I've already like as you probably have seen I said I've already said some
Yeah.
things to Pokemon, some feedback stuff with the whole like tiebreaker for the
The
World's
play
Invite stuff.
points. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's been a few things I've mentioned about I think live too. Um, and yeah, there's been a few things I've been already tagged in on Twitter that I've already seen, and I've already relayed most of that to like Pokemon and like, hey, this person made this like poll and tagged me in it, and like a good majority of the poll were in agreement with this over this, and I'm like, yeah, maybe you should fix this, and, stuff like that. So I've already kind of hopefully given enough like decent feedback already. So I'm trying, I'm trying.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like as if you're watching this podcast and you want me to like ever give input to Pokemon, don't be afraid and don't forget to tag me on Twitter so I can see this stuff so I can then relay it to Pokemon.
At Little Dark Fury, in case you didn't know.
Exactly. Like literally anything. Like any ideas you have to make, Pokemon TCG Live better. I've already been tagged in a few things, like any features you might want to see or any like bugs or glitches that maybe pop up. The bugs and glitches, I guess, like it's something that Pokemon's already been like a thing. Like okay, I know like some bugs and glitches have taken a while to be fixed, but for the most part, I think they're a lot more quicker with it now. Well, Pokemon also have their Pokemon TCG Live Twitter now. They have an actual Twitter for
They
their
are actually
for
like
their for the game
active on it.
itself.
It's nice.
Exactly. Which is
Hopefully
really
we
good.
hopefully we actually like get some statements this year, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Remember when they made a statement that they were going to start giving us statements and then never gave us statements?
Mhm. Hopefully they do. I agree, I agree. I would like to see that 100%.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. Hopefully we just don't have any DQs, but people are bad, man. People just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
So yeah, talk to me a little bit more about as much as you can.
Okay.
Do you feel like you have direct power? Not power. Power is not the right word. Direct insight, and that people like are listening, and that when you get to them, it's not we'll put you in the queue, and it's like a 10-month thing. Like if you
Like a
come in
support
with
ticket type thing?
yeah, exactly. If you come in with like a nice feature, do you feel like they're gonna listen and be like, oh my god, like yeah, we need that feature. Let's prioritize it. Like, do you get any insight into cool features coming and get to test them before they go live on live, or like do you
Uh,
have any of that kind of stuff going on?
Not right now, no, unfortunately. There hasn't not that I've seen anyways, hasn't been anything that has been like, we're trying out this new thing on Pokemon TC Live and we're going to be adding it. We want you to beta test it, see if it works, see if
Yeah,
it runs properly, give feedback
yeah.
on it. Nothing like that
Okay,
yet. I want
no
to say
beta testing
yet
yet.
because,
Yeah,
it's
it's
possible.
early. It's early.
It is
Yeah,
early. So, like, I mean, if that would happen, I think that'd be pretty dope. Like, they could do that with new set releases. We can, as somebody who literally plays almost every card from a new set for content, like, I could literally go through each card and try them out and just see what works and what doesn't work online and stuff. I thought that would be cool if they actually did
yeah.
that.
And they just give you
Um,
like a 2 week, or not even 2 week, like a 1 week period. Like, hey, go test these here.
yeah, I'd
I'm
be down
okay.
to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
They haven't. So yeah, not obviously not yet.
not
But
yet.
if they were to do that, I think that'd be pretty cool. I mean, for the most part, like, yeah, anything that I like put in the chat, I'm pretty sure Pokemon they do see it. There's
Yeah,
people in there that work for them, obviously,
good.
and they obviously will send it to them. And from what I've already seen so far with like all the other like the Pocket stuff, like there's been a lot of Pocket feedback there too. And there's probably been more Pocket feedback than Pokemon TCG feedback I've already seen, just because
Wow,
Pocket is so big right now. And
pocket's massive.
yeah, with the Pocket's hype is crazy, and I've already seen a lot of the feedback some of the Pocket creators and ambassadors have been putting in the chat. So from what I've seen, Pokemon are, very much like they see it and they get on it like immediately, or
Yeah,
they've looked into it and stuff like that. It's not like you drop a support ticket or
yeah,
something where
that's
you
good.
complain on Twitter, and hope that in 10 months Pokemon finally sees it. Like this is actually like this does feel like it is you're directly talking to the horse almost. If that
Yeah,
makes is that even a phrase?
that's
I don't even know. But you get my point. Like it feels like you're directly talking to them.
yeah. You just you got the people. You got the right people in the room. People that care, right? That's
Yeah,
the piece that
exactly.
matters is the people that care, right?
Yeah.
That you care and that you have a little bit of power to make
Mhm.
some actions happen.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, it's already been working pretty well, right? Like a couple others left some feedback about the whole tiebreaker thing that got
Good,
fixed, and
good.
all the other feedback we've already dropped in there. So we'll have to just
Okay,
see, you know.
So let's run through some of the community feedback. We asked our community for some feedback this week, and we
Yep.
got some responses on Twitter and on YouTube. I'm gonna kind
Mhm.
of paraphrase some of these and not name certain people. Um, but I think overwhelmingly, like the number one thing that we saw like 4 to 5 times across was
Mhm.
a ranked ladder is like
Yeah.
really important, right? So, people care about the ladder, right? Like they like good testing. People like
Mhm.
getting to Arceus. We see things like All Out Blitzel doing a donk deck every single time there's a reset because it's down to 30. So I'm sure Blitzel's given this feedback, so we don't have to harp on that too much. But
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
ranked ladder seems like super, super important. Um, some more stuff kind of close to your vest because you're TCG live. GLC perma game mode. Everyone wants GLC, right? We had it with, TCG online, and we can kind of play with those cards. We want it, we want it for sure. Like not just what we have now or the trainer trials
Yeah.
is nice, but we want, just at least just give us trainer
Permanent.
trials permanently, and then at some point add black and white cards, all the way back to black and white.
Yeah, I'll say
Um,
this, like, the thing with the GLC is, like, if they add GLC, then there's 4 game modes you could be playing. There's expanded, trainer trial, and standard. That might separate the player base up a little bit, Mitch. That's maybe why they aren't doing that. I think the idea was with trainer trials was for it to, like, have the opportunity to play these off-brand game modes like, Singleton,
yeah,
GLC, stuff like that. So I'm not sure they would actually implement DLC as a format. I think it'd be cool if they did, obviously, but that's something I can ask about, but I don't know
yeah,
if they would do that. That one's a little I'm a little iffy on. The rank ladder, I'm 100% sure. I think that's already been, like,
yeah,
talked
of
about
course,
in our little
yeah.
thing where it's like, yeah, people want a rank ladder. People have been asking for one for, like, 2 plus years
Well,
now.
with a live leaderboard is the big piece, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, with the
somewhere that
leaderboard.
there's a leaderboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to GLC for me, um, it doesn't have to be where I can go on and play a random person that's playing GLC.
Mhm.
But like,
Yep.
if me and you wanted to queue up GLC right now and like go play that format, like we should have the ability to build that deck and like, hey Matt, let's play a game of GLC on live, right? Like
Yeah.
you're my buddy. You're in Canada, right? If I want to play a game of GLC with you, like I want to play a game of GLC with you, and
Mhm.
I shouldn't have to go to a limitless tabletop or an external website, right, to play their online Pokemon cards. So
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, exactly.
even that, like at the very minimum, would be great. This next one's a homage back to TCGO as well. In client tournaments, like 8 player tournaments, like the pods.
Yeah, I would like to see that. That's something
Yeah,
that I've talked about before in the past. I'd like to see the online tourney things come back. That does feel like a feature that live has been missing. It could also be a good way to get more like credit and stuff on your account and more cards you need, especially with how they've changed like the fact you can't bling out your decks anymore like immediately. You literally have to
yeah,
open packs to get the full arts and stuff now. You can't just craft them right away anymore. So it'd be another way to just make that process a whole lot quicker. I'd like
yeah.
to see that.
So
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, I think most people want like a tournament mode of some type.
Mhm. I do miss
Um,
that.
I know my number one feedback for live personally,
Mhm.
and this is gonna sound so weird. I mean, have you ever, you like put blackjack, right? Have you
Yep.
ever watched poker tournaments on Twitch or people play poker on Twitch or anything?
Nah, nah, I don't know
So
much about poker.
so what makes all that so interesting, like from a visual content purpose, is that there's always action.
Yep.
When you play a game of TCG live, half of your game time is spent like just doing nothing. Your opponent is like going so slow. So
Yep.
maybe there should be a mode that's inside of standard that's like quick standard. Like
Mhm.
that way you've got a timer that's like a 10-second timer or whatever. That way, because not everyone can play at that speed, right? Like we get it.
Yeah, I agree, I agree.
But maybe
Games
it's a
on live can
feature.
take a while.
Yeah, they just take forever. Like imagine yourself when you're trying to record content for your channel, right? If you had a quick mode that like, okay, enable quick mode, now all of your actions are 10 to 15-second actions, right? Like,
Yep.
because God, it takes forever, man. I can't do it sometimes.
Mhm, mhm,
I
mhm.
literally can't. Um, so that's most of it for like the live feedback, and then most of the other feedback we've gotten is on the TCG side.
Yep.
For like the in real life tournament is related to time. We talked about the 60-minute timer. We want it to be 60 minutes or something along those lines plus one.
Yep.
Like I think the community understands the business side, right? You can't have a tournament just not have turnover time, right? We get it. So
I agree. Yeah.
but 50 plus one just ain't it. That's definitely not it. And then prize checking because of the
That one's
time,
interesting.
right? The prize
Yeah,
checking, like
yeah.
There is like a. I'm curious your take because
Mhm.
there is a skill to prize checking.
I agree. There
100%.
well,
There's a skill.
it's interesting because like, I was actually today, I was watching back some of the NEIC games because I was, like, bored. I was just, like, laying down watching,
Yeah.
NEIC, and I was watching some of the players, like, when they do their prize checking, they like, players will do it quickly. They'll, like, go through their deck, and they'll, like, do the thing where they pop up the
Yeah.
card, or
Yeah.
they'll, like, move the cards, like, really quickly to the front. People, like, obviously, I think that's something you probably need to practice a bit more. If you wanna get better at prize checking, you just gotta practice doing the thing where you look through your deck, and you quickly move cards to the front, or you do the
Yeah.
thing where you pop up a card and stuff like that. Honestly, when I'm playing in a regional, I tend to prize check either my one-ofs or knowing what matchup I'm in, I try to prize check the most important cards for that matchup because I try to not take as much time as I can looking through my deck whenever I get the chance to prize check. So personally for me, like I don't do the prize check thing where I like basically organize my entire deck where like I move every card over and I can like the basically at that point your deck isn't even like randomized anymore. You have to, like, then reshuffle for, like, another, like you have to do, like, a lot of shuffling to, like, then
Yeah.
randomize it again. For me, I just go through the deck, and I'll just, like I'll move cards to the front if I want to, but I'll just, like, check the most important cards in the deck for either a matchup. So, like, if I'm playing against Gardevoir, make sure I still have Jamming Tower in the deck, or I make sure I have,
Yeah.
like, Switch in the deck or whatever, or if I'm playing against, or any matchup really, like, or anything where I have a bunch of one-ofs in a deck. Like, if I have a bunch of one-ofs, I will always put all my one-ofs to the front and look to see what my one-ofs are, or I'll look to see like the Pokemon count and stuff. But I try not to take too long price checking. I do agree. There is, especially with the new like the time change, price checking can eat up a lot of time. It can take
I mean, it's 2
quite some
minutes
time.
per game minimum.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, that's
Hmm.
6 minutes of your clock total.
It eats up a lot of time.
I mean,
Yeah, and then
there's been some suggestions. There's been, hey, 15 seconds to look at your prize cards, write them down, put it back, shuffle them up,
see, I
right?
wouldn't hate that. That's why they got to bring back Hisuian Heavy Ball, bro. And that was the easiest way to price check. You just play the Heavy Ball immediately. Oh, look at that! I got to see my prices.
The
Well,
other
that's the other
one
thing
we've seen
too.
is like where you draw 14 cards or whatever the number is and put 6
Oh
there,
yeah,
keep
yeah,
7.
7, yeah. That could
So,
be okay. The idea of just looking at your prizes, it seems like fine.
but
Like
like,
there's
is it
a
okay to eliminate the skill of
that's
prize checking?
right, exactly.
But
That's the
like
thing.
prize
Like
checking
there.
isn't like it's not by letter of Pokemon rules allowed. Right?
Hmm.
Like it's only gentleman's agreement that we allow it to happen.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Because
fair.
like you've got 15 seconds per action, and they're in there like a minute later. They're like you'll watch these stream games. Like that's the another thing that irks me with these time rules and
Hmm.
this prize checking. I don't know the number, but I guarantee you, if they go back and like checked the last 2 seasons, it's a 50% tie rate if you exclude Top Cut on stream. Like
Yeah,
stream adds more time and people were being more cautious because of like they don't want to make a mistake on stream. Like the time
yeah.
rules are just rough, man. They're just
Yeah, the price checking thing's interesting for sure. I
yeah.
definitely could see some of the different ideas there, like being able to just immediately look at your prizes. Like sometimes when I'm playing with my friends in like a tournament, like not like an actual regional, but I've done that before where it's like, hey, you want to just look at our prizes? Screw it. Like, or even when I'm like practicing by myself or playing with my buddies, like we just either
I
flip our
just flip
prizes
them, bro.
over.
I just flip them when I'm testing them
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that is the thing to note. Like sometimes price checking can take a while. Like some players literally, you've seen this on stream before, they will organize their entire randomized deck to not be random anymore, and they just stack like energies at the top, Pokemon at the front, trainers, supporters in the middle. Like they will do like a quick like a thing that'll take like a minute, but then they have to then shuffle it, but they have to give it a good shuffle, which eats up even more time because then they have to make it completely random again. So there's just yeah, there's a lot of like time wasting things with the prize checking. But like you said, it's not an official rule, so I don't know how they could implement that. But I mean, the idea of being able to like look at your prizes, or I don't know, like part of what makes Pokemon good is the idea of randomized prizes. So like the idea of being able to take 14 cards and put 6 in your prizes, I don't know if I
Yeah, I
agree
don't
with
know how I
that
feel about
because
that. Yeah.
no, I think it defeats the purpose of what prize cards should be. Because then you could just put all your bad cards in the prizes, and it's like your entire deck is good. Well, so can your opponent, but like the idea is like prizes do add a bit of skill to the game in the fact that there is randomization with that. Sometimes you prize a good card. Like if you're playing a deck like Goldengo, you prize your most important card, your
Ace spec.
ESP,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? It's like, oh, how do I approach the matchup? Well, now you have to play a bit differently. Like now, if your game plan was to just go ESP, knock out the active, now you have to improvise. You have to maybe try to go after the little guys because you only have so little energy to work with. You only have 2 or 3 energy in your hand right now. Okay, let me go boss counter catcher up your hoot hoot, knock it out for 2, energy, put energy in the discard, stuff like that. Like, there's more skill involved when you prize something. So I still like
Yeah.
the idea of randomization in your prizes. So if anything, being able to just like look at them would probably be a little bit more fair. But
Yeah, so just
even
having that
then,
conversation with Pokemon, I think, like opening it, like, hey, what are your thoughts on like solutions for this? Like, we don't have to,
exactly.
there
Oh,
might be
that's
a
the other
better
thing.
solution
Well,
out there, right? It's just like, hey, let's talk about it.
the other thing too is when you're doing your prize checking, it also eats up time if you have a notepad because you have to write down your prizes.
Right.
So that'll eat up even more time. It's obviously I'm sure people you scribble it really quickly like you do like
I try to like shuffle off or cut, and while they're cutting, I do it. It's
hmm
hard too, though.
I know
Um,
yeah
couple other small ones, throughout here. Ace Trainer rewards. Want to see like a more robust Ace Trainer program. You know,
I don't
um,
hate it.
you look at these players that had 699 championship points that missed out on their World's invite. And here's a thank you promo card that someone that went to 4 cups got. Right. So
I could see that. There could
I
be
I
like
think like a
there could be
like
like
just tiers.
there could be like a completionist Ace Trainer reward. You got the basic level 200,
Yeah.
get your little
Yeah.
promo, but then you could
Yeah.
have to like, oh, if you manage to win 4 League Cups this season, you get this promo, or
Yeah.
you finished like with
The
600
promo cards are
CP,
so cheap for them
this
to
one.
do too, man. They're so cheap.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
there's some cool rewards
we
you can
definitely
get
want
for
to see a
sure.
better Ace, like the Ace Trainer. Everyone was really excited about last year.
Mhm. Yep.
But everyone's like, "Oh, a promo card? Like, cool, bro."
Have they
Like,
even given those out yet for this
not
season?
yet. No,
Okay, because I was gonna say I obviously didn't get mine yet, so
no,
but
not
I'm
yet.
curious on that one. Okay.
Um, talking about day two.
Mhm.
Day two is for competitors that perform really, really well,
Yep.
and they're just doing it really good.
Yep.
There's two issues I have.
Mhm.
One, you can win a top eight match. Sorry, have a top eight match to win to make the top eight of the tournament, which means you are the best of a 5,000 player tournament, a 4,000 player tournament, whatever tournament. They're so massive these days.
Mhm.
You win that match, you lose that match. One of you goes on, and one of you goes home with no money, no cash, no moolah. So finding a way to protect those that are in those scenarios.
Yeah, because like we said earlier, yeah, losing your win in a top 8 and then getting bumped out
It
of
feels
cash is
so
crazy.
bad. It feels
Yeah.
horrible. Because like, it's like, what am I playing for? Like, I mean, I guess you're playing to win, but everyone also wants to win some cash, right? You're that good deep in tournament. But I know, like, some of my thoughts I previously had, like the golf tournament rules, which means if you're in 33rd and you're tied with 32nd, all the people that are now at that rank, right?
Yeah, they
Like
have
that,
that like, let's say, like, the bubble is 33 match points, but you get 32.
yeah.
Or no, you get 33, but you bubbled 34th place. Well, you still are in that 33-point bracket that top 32 players
All
got.
the 33
So
players split the
yep.
money for like whatever top X it would have been. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, so they can do golf rules anyways. That's number one. Number
Yep.
two for me, day two needs to mean something,
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I
right?
mean, the
You look at
only
NAIC, the massive tournament, there was over 200 players in day two
Yeah,
that did not get anything different than what someone finished at 6-3 got. And
that's fair.
that's a number one problem to me.
That
Yes,
is
you
a
got
pretty big problem.
experience to play, whatever. Just give me a day two promo, right? At round one, when I sit down, just give me the same promo that you have for that day
I
that
could yeah.
says day two on it.
Mhm. I don't
Like,
hate that
there's
idea.
so many like easy things they could do.
Yeah.
A CP bonus would be great, but doesn't have to be. Just so many things that like easy things they could do to make day two mean something. Because right now at X2, like you want to play it out because you want to try to win the tournament and you can't do
Mhm.
that at X2 and 1. So, but now maybe you can with the extra Swiss round now, which is good.
Yeah, the
Um,
extra Swiss round does help a lot,
that
for
does help
sure.
a lot. So I think we'd also maybe like to see like 6-3s potentially make day two because that's still a good record, right? In these
Yeah.
large behind tournaments, you're almost 70% win rate. You shouldn't have to tie one game to make day two. So
Yeah, I went 6-3 in Atlanta, and when you go on Limitless Labs, I'm, like, the 2nd person outside of day 2 behind, like, I think Connor Fitton.
yeah, so
I'm like I was, like, right there, like, the door is right there. I was, like, literally 2 people away from that. I could see 6-3 making it, yeah, that wouldn't be
yeah,
bad.
I could definitely see it too. So
But then
those are
day
all of
2
our
becomes even larger though, right? That's the other
yeah,
problem then.
no,
So that
exactly.
could create its own issues.
They're gonna make other changes first, right before they do that. So
Yeah.
that's most of our feedback. There's definitely some more small ones out there. I'll pass you those links and stuff, and we'll get you to do that. But next up, we got to get to our tier list of all the SIRs of Scarlet and Violet. But before we do, I want to give a quick shout out to FCBC, the best sleeves in the game right now. They shuffle easy. If you're looking to get yourself a box, head to fcbc.com and grab you some awesome sleeve. I got the blood red here. Matt, have you tried out FCBC yet?
Nah, I'm an Ultra Pro and Endgame and Dragon Shield guy. I've wanted to try them out, but it's like, I don't know. They don't really have the options to buy them though in my area. That's the other
Yeah,
problem. My
they
local
have it on the
store, I don't
website.
think sells
Yeah,
them. Yeah, that's the other
we're
thing.
gonna
I've
give you a blind sleeve test next time we go. We're gonna put an Ultra Pro next to an FCBC and we're gonna record it and
okay.
drop the video.
Yeah, sounds good. Because like tomorrow, I think I'm just using my Ultra Pro Lilacs. Like
Okay, cool.
I just like I also am the type of
Good
guy who
color.
like I fidget with my hand a lot when I'm playing. Like I do the hand shuffle thing a lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need the hand shuffle to be very clean and easy to do. That's why I've been using the non-glare black sleeves because oh my god, they do the hand shuffle thing so freaking clean. Like I
You're
have
a
to be able to
fidgeter. I
do
get
that.
it.
So yeah, like some like even Dragon Shield doesn't even do it that well anymore. With like
No.
some Dragon Shields aren't as good when you do the hand thing. Like I have to be able to do this when I'm playing. So we'll see, man.
Yeah.
I'm down.
They,
Down to try the different sleeves.
they shuffle easy. you got a nice little. We're in there.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, let's get on to it. We're gonna run through some of the beginning of this phase pretty quickly because there is 160 SIRs.
So many.
So many SIRs. So for those of you that are listening on our podcasting platforms, thank you very much. Pop over to YouTube if you want to follow along. We've got 5 categories here. We're gonna rank these by baller status is what I call it. Meaning like if you had this in your deck, you are a baller, right? If you
Hmm.
had this in your deck, you're like, oh, it's kind of cool, and we'll work our way down to like, all right, bro, like step your game up. Like that SIR ain't worth nothing.
Yeah.
So let's run through this. Let's try to just pick out some pathetics. We'll put Durant in the bottom. We'll put
Yeah,
Ice Cube in the
Durant. Yeah, Ice
bottom,
Cube.
right? Let's
Yeah.
just pick out some of these ones that are like, all right, they're in the Hydrapple, probably.
I rate Hydrapple. Hydrapple's kind of cool. I don't know if I put Hydrapple there.
All right, we'll put it, and that's all you got. We'll put it. That's it. We'll put
Okay,
it
okay.
there. All
That's
right, we'll
fair.
put
That's
it
fair.
there. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Anything else stick out to you? This Iono
Uh,
art, is this pathetic? This Iono art.
I personally don't use it, but I mean, I guess I put that in like the all you got tier.
All you got. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let's push this up. All right. So let's see what else. Anything else stick out? Pathetic. The Wu Chin.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Mushin's
mess with
kind of
the Wu
ugly.
Chin, or is it in the pathetic
Kind of
column?
ugly. Yeah, that thing's ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's pick out some of these other ones. Let's see. Umbreon, that goes in pathetic. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Worst starter work ever.
Okay, so Koraidon for sure pathetic, right?
Yeah, kind of mid. I
Yeah,
agree.
kind of mid. Okay. Any other mid stick out to you?
Uh,
Any
I
trainers?
guess as we go along, we can just kind of put more in that tier.
All right. So we got some new cards from Black and White, the Superior.
I would just all you got, I guess. Like fine. I well, the other
Yeah.
problem is with the black white arts, we haven't got to
We
see
don't
them
know
in
yet.
person yet.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't know yet, right?
So
It's still Japanese.
I would. Well, the Zekrom one's pretty sick though.
Yeah, the Zekrom is sick, and so is this one.
Yeah, I would put those in the wannabe tier probably.
Yeah, those are there. The Metalwetta's like working on it. Like
Yeah, I agree. I'd put that in there
the
too.
Metalwetta's kind of cool, and then I think this is the what is this one?
The
You gotta test me here. I know
king.
the name of this one. It's like the Beaver Pokemon or something. Like it's like I have to look at the name here. This is gonna bother me.
Oh,
Uh,
Excadrill.
Excadrill. Yeah, there it is. I said
I'd
Beaver
probably just
type.
put on. I put that in all you got.
All you got. All right.
Yeah.
That was Alex Samart. This Alex Samart kind of this goes kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay. Yeah, yeah. Wannabe or working on it is where I'd probably put it.
All
It's
right,
like okay.
We'll start here and see if it needs to go somewhere
Okay.
else. I think the Altaria art is also hot. I mean, it wasn't a card
It's
that was
good.
like played in a lot of decks, so maybe we'll put it like right here for now.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna put that there too.
What is this one? Is this Dendra?
But yeah, it's a supporter. I think I
I
would
think
just all you put in all you got.
yeah, it's not very good. It's kind of like okay.
Archaladon.
Arch is like
Working
right
on it.
here. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I think the
definitely.
other Arch was better, like the full art. I think like the full
I
art
like
was
the
like
Fuller
way
more
better.
too. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I like the Fuller one.
Yo, Ariana.
That's
Are,
I
are
put
we
that
a
in
baller?
baller. Yeah, baller. I like that artwork a
I
lot.
think
That's a
I
sick
think so
artwork.
too. All right,
Yep.
we got 2 Arvins here. Which one's better?
The green one is the better one. I would put
Yeah,
that one in
yeah.
wannabe, and then the other one in
Wannabe?
probably I'd probably put the other one in all you got.
Just because it wasn't like a super expensive card. Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I can
Well,
see that.
the other Arvin is too much going on it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Just
saying. Like, I kind of like this here, just because like this is like my favorite card. But like,
yeah,
I
whenever
could see
well,
that.
I would put it in baller. Then I put the other one in all you got.
Or down here.
Yeah.
All right. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. I can get behind that.
The
All right, so
Iono Belly
Iono's
Bolt.
Belly Bolt. I
Working on
mean,
it.
yeah,
Probably
it's.
working on it, yeah.
I
It's like
think if the
okay.
deck was good, people would love the card. But like the deck
Yeah,
just ain't
exactly. It's
good.
just not, yeah.
What is this? Is this
That's
Milcery?
something like that. It's
Hold on. Can you see this one? Can you zoom in on this?
it might be a bit of Lily Pokemon. I actually don't know
No,
what that is. Me
Lily's right
oh
below it.
no. Look well looking at it, I would probably just put in all you got. There's a
Yeah,
bit of color, which I like. But
I gotta figure out what this card is. It's gonna bother me.
yeah. It looks like a is it, no, it's not a
Oh, it's Bianca's Devotion.
oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, all you got. There's a
Yeah,
bit of
yeah.
color on it, which keeps it apathetic. It's like fine. It's cool.
Yo, Blastoise?
Blastoise probably put in wannabe.
Yeah, it is a wannabe, man. That's sad.
It's a
It's a
nice art. It's a
wannabe.
nice art.
It's a nice
Okay,
art.
this
All right,
Blood Moon art, I would put this in probably baller.
this one,
This
yeah.
this I use this Blood Moon art all the time. The
I
other one
think
I would
this is
put
a
in
wannabe because it
I was
is
about to say, yeah,
good.
wannabe. Yeah,
It
I would
is
put that in
good.
wannabe.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
All right, our only SIR boss has to go in
Uh,
baller.
yeah, I guess.
Like
I would
maybe it's not
personally
baller.
I would put in wannabe for now.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
because
like
like
okay.
it's not an expensive card by any means.
I think the other Gets This boss is a better artwork.
Yeah, but it's a full art, not a SIR.
Yeah, I that artwork I think is a little bit better though. Personally, I would rather use that over the boss.
All right, we got the Briar.
Wannabe. I like the colors on it. The lighting and colors is really nice. I would put that wannabe.
I don't know if I can. I don't gonna put that high, bro.
I like it. I mean, I've used Briar before. I think the artwork's nice.
I mean, I've used it. I'm just saying, I don't.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I think I like the lighting and colors on it personally.
All right.
It's very appealing to the
We're
eye.
gonna agree to disagree. I'll take LDF. You're the content creator here.
Yeah, Carmine.
Carmine
I'd put that probably working on it. I guess it's like fine. It's like okay.
is sick in some Lugia decks. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This card, the Cassiopeia,
Cassiopeia.
I think if it had a deck, it can be in baller.
Probably.
If
Yeah.
it had a
Yeah.
place in a deck, so
It
maybe it has
doesn't
to go to
though.
working on it, right? Because of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But like, if it had a place, that card is sick.
The Sarah
Uh,
Ledge.
Yeah, this is Sarah Ledge.
Working on it maybe. I think the artwork's okay. It's like okay.
All these prismatic cards, there was just too many of them.
Yeah.
All right, we
This
already know
Charizard art.
Charizard's in baller.
Yeah, I'd put the other
This
one in there too.
Wait, is this not this one? Where's the other one? There's
Yeah.
3 Charizards.
There's 3 Charizards.
This one is the baller one.
That one, yeah, that one's way better for sure.
Yeah,
I
this
think
one's 100% baller.
both are decent, but yeah, that one's definitely
Well,
better.
this one's a wannabe of that card because isn't this like basically a promo? It's also
That's not no. That's from Obsidian.
but like it's like the same art. Like it's super close. The promo.
It is kind of similar. I like both of them personally, but yeah, if you want to put in wannabe, that's fine. I would personally put them both in baller, but
But we can't put 3 Charizards in baller.
nah. That's fair. The Chiyu is next. I would put that probably in all you got. It's cool. It's actually got a decent artwork, but bro, I don't like Chiyu, bro. It's always been used in those stall control decks, bro.
All right, well, we're
No
gonna put it
fun.
down here because it's pathetic.
Yeah, whenever I saw that artwork, I just didn't like it.
All right, pathetic it is. Moving on.
C-Pow.
Ian Powell.
Probably
I think Shin
wannabe.
Powell's a wannabe. Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
wannabe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Lily's Clefairy is also a wannabe.
I agree. Yeah, I put that there too.
Yeah. Is this Clermont's Quick Wit? Yeah, I think this is
I think
Clermont's
so.
Quick
Yeah,
Wit.
probably
so
like all you got.
Yeah, yeah. And then Clive.
Clive would probably be like
It's pathetic or all you got? Which one is it?
one of the whichever one you want to put it in.
Alright,
I'm
alright,
down
let's
for either. Yeah.
alright.
Cornerstone.
Cornerstone's working on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Cornerstone's working on it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Now this Crispin though, you got that in your deck? That's a sick card.
Nah. I
No?
guess no. I would personally put it in wannabe,
Why?
but I don't hate it. I kind of like the full art a bit more.
The full art is sick. I have the full art literally on my desk.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally on my
I
desk.
like that a bit more. That's all right. Personally, like it's more appealing to my eyes, but I
But
mean,
it's about
Crispin's
the
fine.
baller status. It's not about
Fair enough. And I guess
how
Crispin's
much is the Crispin? It's gotta be like $50, right?
probably something like that, right?
I'm gonna put it in baller. I'm
Okay.
gonna override you here because that card
Fair
is
enough.
sick.
Fair enough. Yes.
The Crobat
Crobat working on it. Yeah.
Dude, I've been
Iron
cooking a Dragapult Crobat
Crobat
deck.
deck. Yeah.
It's fun.
Crobat's got a lot of potential. I've been trying out different archetypes too with it too.
Iron Crown,
Brown. Yeah. All you got. Yeah.
Dash Bun. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. Let's rate Dash one higher.
I was about to
This
say,
card
yeah,
is
don't put Dash
super
Button there.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't put that low.
It's a cute card.
Mhm.
It's a cute card. Is this Dendra?
Dendra, I think, yeah.
I think it's Dendra. Let
It's,
me
like, fine.
checking that.
Yeah.
Looks like Dendra.
I'd maybe put in, like, working on it.
Where is she? Where are you? Hello? Show your face. Okay, I think it's Dendra.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yep, it is confirmed. Dendra. Working on
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
All right. Dragapult.
Wannabe, I guess. Well, that's, like, the only, Dragapult flare we have. The other one is kinda ugly, the one with the white background.
Everyone else likes the shiny one. Like the
Yeah,
shiny looking
I
one.
don't know, that one's, like, okay. I'd probably put Dragapult Wannabe.
Okay.
Drayton, I think, is next.
Drayton, man,
Both
this
of
card,
them.
I like these cards.
They both have potential,
But they
for
both
sure.
have to go here. That's all you got.
Yeah, yeah. Eevee is next.
EVEX. Oh,
Working on it, probably. I think the other
isn't
artwork
it
we
a
got is
wannabe just because it's an Eevee?
nah, I put in working on it. The other promo artwork is way better.
Okay. Okay.
The new promo one that came out, that one's way better, in my opinion.
Okay. Yo, the egg, the coin flip for the tournament.
That would Baller, honestly, wouldn't even be that bad. Just
Oh,
because,
I could put that in baller.
yeah, I like, not only is it Baller, literally, but I like the colors on it.
It reminds me of like those like Lapras full arts, like those, rainbow full arts they did this year.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. I like it.
Now, Erie, that card is a baller card.
Erie's okay. I could see it in Baller. It's,
I
like,
mean, because
okay.
like the artwork is sick, bro. If
And
you're playing,
the colors pop on that.
that's what I'm saying. Like you play that card and you're like, what up, bro?
Yep. Yeah, I could see it in there for sure.
Ericus?
Man, it's working. All you got, probably.
You think so?
Yeah,
Artwork was kind of cool.
it's okay.
All right,
Espeon. I'd
Espeon.
probably put that in Baller. I like Espeon personally.
I mean, are we just putting all the evolutions in baller?
Honestly, probably.
I mean, right? We just are, right?
They all look really good. It's really hard to debate. Like, yeah,
Like I
it's
don't
hard to
think there's
argue.
any. All right, so let me just put them all up there. So
Yeah, Flareon
there's
there.
Flareon. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit to make this quicker.
Jolteon
Jolteon.
is, yeah, Jolteon.
Tier list
Yeah.
is getting massive, bro.
Oh yeah, wait until we're done. Holy moly.
Have you ever done one this big?
Yeah. Oh, I've done ones that are like 300 plus before.
Bro, for real?
I've ranked all the EXs and Vs and stuff before.
Oh
And that
my,
took a while. Yeah, believe me, that took a while.
oh my goodness, that's awesome. Okay. We'll catch more evolutions as we go on. I think I got all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the Sylveon.
Sylveon, yeah. Sylveon's maybe the best one. Besides that, I like Espeon a little bit more than Umbreon personally.
I love how I
But
said I got them all and I didn't even move Umbreon yet.
yep, that's crazy.
Card
Honestly,
sucks, man.
Umbreon's one of the more mid artworks, in my opinion, even though everyone
Yeah.
loses their mind over
Yeah,
it.
I think the Sylveon is dope.
Yeah,
All right,
Sylveon and
I got
Espeon are my
7
favorites.
evolutions.
Glaceon.
Oh boy.
Where is the Glaceon? Glaceon's decent too. Where's Oh, right there. It's beside Golisopod and Giovanni's Charisma. It's below the Hearthflame at the top there.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. That's down. Yeah.
Hard to find, bro, all these next to each other.
There's so many of them.
All right. Aethans, bro.
I put that in Wannabe. I like the artwork. We haven't really had enough time to play with the card yet, but I have done a few videos on Typhlosion. That artwork is decent.
I like Fez. I'm just gonna put it in working on it.
You think so?
It's underwhelming.
It's okay. Yeah, I guess I can see it.
It's
Just
like
because but Fez is such a good card though, but I can see it in working on it.
I have SAR in my binder. It's not in my deck. Like it's like
Oh.
I don't even want it in my deck.
Fair enough. I do use the full art and the regular art mostly, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. All right, we got the mask.
Honestly,
fire,
I like the prismatic artworks of those cards. I would put them in Wannabe personally. They're not baller status, but I think all the prismatic artworks are pretty dope. I just like how they're more simplistic and there's more color to them.
Is Prismatic like the best set ever?
It's up there.
It's crazy how good
Yeah,
it is.
Wellspring and Wannabe. Or not Wannabe. Yeah, Wannabe. And then Teal Mask Wannabe.
Well, I think I pulled a Teal Mask up. So which one was that one? Right, there's not this many masks, right?
No, there's just 4.
So I put 2 fires. That's what it was.
Yeah. The Hearth Flame I would probably put in like
It's gotta be
I
like
mean,
out
it's
here, bro.
cool. No, I put in working on it. It's cool. It's
Is
got a
it
bit of color to
though?
it. Yeah, it's got a bit of color to it.
Alright. Fine. Alright. Galvantula EX.
Working on it probably. It's like in the middle. It's like fine.
Yeah, okay. Now the Cynthia's Garchomp, bro.
Uh, Baller probably. Just 'cause Cynthia's on the artwork. You can't
It
not put
is
that in Baller.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I would put this Garchomp in probably working on it. It's still a cool artwork,
Isn't
but
there
it's
3
not.
Garchomps?
There's two.
I thought there was a third one.
No, there's two. It's just normal Garchomp and Cynthia's Garchomp. I actually did a
Okay.
video
Oh, there it
on
is
the
right here,
two
right here.
together. That's
Oh, it's
Greninja.
Greninja. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Greninja, I mean, we can do Greninja though. It's a pretty good card.
Yeah,
I would
this
put
one's
that in.
baller.
Yeah, I put that in Baller.
That card's baller.
That
Are we,
Gardevoir?
which Carnivore's better? Let's start with that.
Yeah. I think the other one's better.
This
This
one's
one,
better,
the
right?
Scarlet and Violet one is mid.
Yeah.
This
This
one
one's
is
better.
no, that one's worse.
Oh,
I would
this
put
one's
that
better?
in. Yeah, that one looks way cleaner in my opinion.
Dang, bro. I
Like
like
that
this one more.
Gardevoir just looks better in sleeve.
Okay, so we're gonna go working on that Wannabe.
Yeah, and then Wannabe for that. Honestly, you could even put that one in Baller, but it's up to you.
Nah, I don't like it.
Okay, fair enough.
All right,
Gita, all you
Gita.
got.
What is this? Is this the? Oh, this is Genesect. Oh, this is Genesect from
Oh, the new Gen 6
Black and
X.
White.
Uh,
I don't
I
know,
haven't,
bro.
I haven't played it with the yeah.
That's
The
all you
artwork is
got?
it's kind of menacing though. I like it. It's kind of menacing. I'd maybe put that in working on it for now.
Yeah, we can put it with Faz. We can put it with Faz. All right, Goldengo Lover.
Baller, both in Baller.
No,
Not
are they
even a
both
debate.
baller?
It's not even a debate. Okay. Arguably, the Paradox one is better, but I still think they're both Baller. This is Baller.
So by definition, one of them has to be baller and one of them has to be a wannabe.
Paradox would be Baller.
Okay.
Just because you can match the artwork with the Gimme Goal. I mean,
But
bro,
can you though in a deck though?
I just like how the Goldengo, bro.
No,
The Goldengo's just chill. Like that's kind of sick, bro. He's like, what are you gonna
Bro,
do
just
about it, bro? I'm just
chilling,
gonna.
yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna kill your active. There's nothing you can do about it. The other one's dope. Yeah, okay. Personally, the Goldengo stand, they're both in Baller, but I can see that when I want.
All right, Giacomo.
All you got. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's too much going on that. The Giovanni, that one's decent. I put that in probably working on it. I like the Giovanni
Okay.
E-Rocket card.
And then
Exile,
151 Giovanni.
probably working on it.
I don't know, dude. I think that was not very good.
I like how Persian's on the art though. And that's kind of
Okay,
cool.
that's fair. Persian is there. That's fair.
Delisipod.
Oh, let's go in here.
No. I would at least put in all you got. I like
Oh
it.
no.
Delisipod's a cool Pokemon.
All right.
Person. That Galaxy Fire is ugly though.
Okay.
I never liked the artwork. It's just there should be more red on the artwork.
There should be more red.
Pokemon.
Yeah, it's
There's
a fire
too much
Pokemon.
green. Yeah, it's too much green on it.
All right, Grusha.
It's okay. Well, all you got, I guess. I don't have an attachment to it.
Oh,
That
we
Iron
got
Hands.
Iron Hands. Where's the other one? Let's just do them both at the same
beside the
time.
leaves, beside leaves and crown at the top there.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think they're both decent. I don't know if anyone would be in Baller.
Like, which one would you play if you were gonna pick one to play? Which one would you play?
Probably the prismatic one, just because there's more color. You can't really see the Iron Hands in the other artwork, but I would probably put that in working on it and the other one in Wannabe. I don't think they're. I mean, it's such a good card, but I just can't see the hands being in any other.
All right, Ethan's Ho-Ho's going from Baller.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
We gotta zoom out a little bit. It's getting tough. Got a lot here, man.
Hopzation. Working on it. It's like fine. It's like cool. It's like decent.
Hydreigon.
Baller Wannabe. I love Hydreigon. It's not my favorite Pokemon, but I
mean, look at it next.
I would put it in Wannabe. It's okay.
I mean, it kind of compares to everything that's in this category.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Wannabe. It's a cool card.
No,
I like that Baller. That's
yeah.
the best. That's the best artwork for Iono.
That's the best artwork, hands down.
Yeah.
The Boulder.
Probably all you got.
And then the crown has to go one above.
Yeah, and then I'd put Leafs probably in working on it too. It's like okay. Yeah, I think it's like okay. Treads.
This guy goes down
pathetic. Jacques. Working on it, I guess.
Has to be because of playability, right?
Yeah. I put Janine Secret Art probably in like all you got.
And I put the other Janine in like.
Yeah.
Jasmine's Gaze.
Nah, working on it. It's okay.
Is it?
I just don't have an attachment to these cards.
Is it even that high?
Nah, it's so mid. I've never used it before. I just don't have an attachment. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
me either. Me either.
yeah.
What is this card? This is
Uh,
gonna be a new card.
this is a porter. I forget which one it is.
It's not Hilda.
Nope, no.
I'm looking for the person's face. There's like some. Oh, Kieran. This is
Kieran.
prismatic Kieran.
Oh, the other one's probably just better. I would put that
Yeah,
in all
because
you
it's right
got.
next to it. Yeah, so I think this
Yeah,
one goes here and this one goes like
working
here.
on it. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh,
something. Is that Mela?
it's some of the, yeah, maybe it is Mela.
That might be Mela. Those two. Not
No, this
sure.
is Mela right here.
No, true. I swear one of those
Uh,
two is no. It's not Mela.
Let me look at the Melas.
There was
Um,
one Mela that if I built the deck recently with the Mela and I was looking through the floor, it's
no,
like, oh
so
yeah.
this is Lacey. Oh, this is Lacey.
Oh
These are
wait,
both Lacey.
yeah, probably all you got.
Yeah, I mean, I think
They're
they
okay.
probably just go both in pathetic, honestly.
The Mela would probably be all you got. All you got. Lana, that's okay. I put that in working on it.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a decent work.
Latias.
Probably baller wannabe. I like the colors on it. Like the color, like the sunset and the red
I mean,
pops
it's
out.
got a $400 PSA 10, so
Mm-hmm.
we can put in baller.
Yep.
Listen, Lacey's
appeal.
appeal. Don't hate. Don't hate. Boss's orders.
Yeah, oh, maybe.
Boss's orders.
I would maybe just working on it, I guess,
Yeah,
for
it's
now.
kind of gonna work on because of that alone.
Yeah.
Arvin.
Arvin's, that's all you
Yeah.
got. Meowscarada,
Everyone's
working on it.
favorite Masquerada.
I put that in working on it. It's not really an impressive artwork.
Bubble
The
Mew.
Mew from 151.
Baller, right? It has to
Yeah,
go
baller. Yeah,
right?
hands down baller. Yeah, that's the optimal Mew to use if you're gonna ball out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I still like the 151 promo.
that one's okay. I'm
I like that one.
I'm
I
not
like
a fan
that
of that
one.
one. I think that one's mid.
Rocket's Mewtwo.
Probably
Oh,
wannabe.
I think it is a wannabe, right? There's a lot of people that would say baller, but
wannabe.
like
Yeah,
it's a
it's in the middle.
No, it's a
Yeah,
wannabe for sure.
yeah,
Melodic, bro, get out of here.
yeah, mid. Maridon. That's a nice artwork. I would put that in probably wannabe. The
Yeah, I like the
Maridon
full
one.
art better, man.
Yeah, it's okay. I think it's a wannabe. Maridon's a pretty good card, right? So it's I don't know.
Remember how good this card was for a
Everyone played that in
while,
Guardy
bro?
before we got
Bro.
Super Rod back.
Miriam was like such a hot card. Wasn't this like one of our first SRRs of base Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah, something like that. It was good. Gardevoir did play it for a bit.
We'll
Probably
go
all
work
working on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll go there. Moltres.
Yeah, it's okay.
It wasn't very
Working
good.
on it.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
It's okay. Morty's Conviction. Working on it.
No. This goes to
Good.
wannabe.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Because that card is sick, bro. The Gengar is dope. Anything with Gengar in it just gets wannabe by default. Okie dokie. Is that what this one is?
Monkey Dory EX.
Oh, Monkey Dory EX.
Probably all you got.
The fake Monkey Dory.
Yeah.
N?
Ooh, the new N artwork. I mean, honestly, that would probably be in wannabe for now.
Card's sick, yeah.
It's a nice artwork. And N's always got the best full arts. Like full art N from Noble Victory is iconic.
Nimona. I didn't even know Nimona existed, to be honest with you.
Like, meh. That's probably a pathetic. Bro, draw 3 cards, bro. Who cares?
But the artwork's kind of sick, though. All right, that's fair.
That is all right.
Nidoking.
It's working on it. It's an iconic Pokemon from Gen 1, but it's like, I don't know. They could have done a bit better.
In Zoroark. Wannabe or baller? Which one is it?
I like the full art and the reg art one. I guess wannabe just because Zoroark's pretty cool. And I mean, it's going to be Zoroark will eventually keep being a really good card. So I don't know. It's like fine.
All right. So for teal, all the masks, they have to go to working on it by default.
Yeah, I agree. I personally prefer the prismatic arts. Okie dokie. That's probably the best artwork out of the new one.
Out of the Loyal 3?
Yeah, I think it's better than Petra even.
All right,
I'd probably put that in working on it, yeah.
Our middle category is stacked, bro.
Yeah.
No, Palafin?
Yo, kind of a baller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baller, wannabe or baller. My friend Mario will not agree with that though. My friend Mario would want that like immediately at the top of baller.
He hates it?
No, he loves
top. Yeah. Well, I put it in baller. I like it. It's there.
Yeah, I agree. Top baller's okay.
Parasol Lady?
Meh. All you got.
No, we can put this on here.
All right, fine. Put that in. Fine.
That card sucks. Pekka. Better.
The prismatic one's cool. There's more color on it, but the other one's like more like fitting with the type. So it's like I think the other one's probably in the same category as Okie Dokie, but I think Okie Dokie is better. The prismatic one I'd probably put in working on it. I like when the arts have color to them.
All right, so
Or
so color one better.
yeah,
All right, and then this one goes here.
yeah.
Okay, penny. We got
Penny's okay.
a couple pennies. I still
Eh,
like the old penny better.
yeah,
Again,
I agree.
same concept, right? The color.
Yeah, I agree. Old Penny's probably better.
So I'll put old penny in wannabe because I actually like that card.
Mhm.
And then we'll put this one in working on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yo, Perrin baller.
Mhm.
Baller.
Really?
You don't think so?
I have no attachment to that card, so I
It's
have no idea.
because of the Growlithe. Right?
Mm.
Without the Growlithe,
Oh, true. Okay, yeah, yeah.
it wouldn't be as good. But like if you zoom in on the lens, you can see the Growlithe in the
Yeah,
lens.
I see it. Yeah. You're right,
Like
you're right.
that card is baller.
Okay, fair enough. Pidgeot. I would put that
Pidgeot
in Baller.
Pidgeot and Pikachu both go on baller, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're both pretty awesome arts.
If you had a Pikachu in your deck, you were like ballin'.
You gotta play that. Yeah, the Pidgeot's not as
Yeah.
expensive, but I just think the art's just I like it.
All right, we're putting Poppy in pathetic because that card was never
Mid,
good.
yeah.
Quaqualava,
Quaquaval.
same thing. You're going
Yeah.
down here, bro. You're never good. Raging Bolt. We got two Raging Bolts. Which one's better?
I personally like the old one.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
The new one I put in working on, the old one I put in wannabe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. There's the Revel Room. Bro, I
River
pulled so
Room.
many of this freaking card, dude.
You hate it? Alright, put in pathetic
Dude,
then, I
this
guess.
and the Ice Cube, I pulled so
Mhm.
many.
I know. It's so mid. So mid.
What is this?
Something. It's a new artwork for something.
Yeah, it's one of the new guys. What is that one? Where's the walk-in guy, bro? Where are you at? Any clues? No, you got any ideas?
Nope. Nope. I don't know what that is.
It's not from the newest set, so it's got to be a prismatic card or a Palladium Fates card.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's really that good though anyways.
Yeah, I mean, so since we don't know what it is, like,
I mean, it's put in pathetic for now.
if you don't know if you know this card is, in the comments
Mhm.
below, let us know what the heck this card
Yeah.
is. Bro, where is it? I have my list over here and I just can't find it.
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know.
That's so sad. It's so frustrating. I'm like looking at this list and, anyways, I'm
Hmm.
gonna find it. All right, so we're gonna put this down here since we don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'd put that. Yeah, I'd just put it there.
All right, both moons.
I like
Prismatic
the
or not?
old one better. Probably the same thing as Raging Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, where are we putting Sada though?
I'd put Sada and maybe Wannabe. It's a pretty nice card. Though sometimes you get confused if you're playing that with research.
I was gonna say that's my only like problem with
I've had that happen before. I'm like, oh, that's a research. Man, that's a Sada. It's Vitality. Salamence.
Salamence.
Wannabe or working on it?
Yeah, I'm leaning working on it. I'm leaning to working on it.
Yeah.
So let's go to working on it.
I put Sandy Shocks and All You Got. That's the next one up. Both Sandy Shocks. Or what's that? The one beside? I don't even know what that is.
This is Salvatore.
Oh, yeah. All You Got. Probably all three and All You Got. It's like mid. I don't like the Sandy Shocks. It was also not that good of a card. They're like
Yeah,
mid. Mid
pulled so many of
artwork.
that card.
Yeah.
The Poltergeist.
It's okay.
No, it's down here. It ain't good.
Yeah. Skeledirge. Oh.
Oh, bro, that shit's not good.
Yeah, mid. Squawkabilly I'd put in Baller.
I don't know what's a baller status.
It's a pretty good card. I don't want to
It's
be
a
a
good
baller.
card,
It's like
but
fine.
like it's not on level with these cards, bro.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, you gotta hold yourself accountable when you look at what the hell is this card?
Saguaro.
What does he do?
He like heals 60 from both your Pokemon or something.
Isn't that bad? Max
It's like
right now
worse
be
picnic
roasting me
basket.
for not knowing like what card does in standard. All right, working on it. All you got.
Yeah, all you got.
All you got. All right. Tepokoku,
That's
Morel's oldest friend.
probably working on it. It's a cool artwork.
Oh, this is
I
a
honestly,
prismatic.
I don't, bro. They're so the Tribalist is mid, bro. I can't tell what's going on the card.
Oh,
I
that's
put them
bad.
both in working on it. Both Tropicals are working on it.
Both Therapagos?
Dude, they're ugly, bro. You can't tell what's going on the card.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I gotta be like
King
King
Poo?
Lou. Yeah, sure. Tinkaton would probably be in there
Yo,
too.
Tinkaton's good
Tinkaton's
card.
awesome. Yeah, fair enough. All right, fine.
Tulip?
Tulip's okay. Probably all you got.
Yeah, this tier list is crazy full. Turo.
Yeah, actually, Turo.
Wannabe?
Yeah, I was gonna say Wannabe. Turo's okay.
Yeah.
Iron
Got two
Valiant.
Valiants.
Old Valiant is better, but I do the same thing with Bolt and Moon. Same thing. Just the new one in the working on it, and then the other one I Wannabe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, this is crazy how many there is here. Right?
I know. So many.
Never
I
done this
would
many.
Venusaur probably in all you got.
I mean, isn't
It's
it
okay.
just
It's
have to
iconic,
go?
but it's so mid.
But because of that, it has to go to Wannabe, right? Like it
I
wants to be
guess.
a baller, but it's not.
I guess. I don't know. It's like okay. It's mid, but I guess you can put it in there if you want.
Volcanion? Is Volcanion
Uh
baller or not?
Baller, maybe wannabe. It's cool.
You don't like it that much. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
A Walking Wake?
Uh, up to you.
That's
Pathetic
all
or
you got.
wannabe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or all you got. Yeah.
Okay, the saw block, they all go here.
Mm-hmm. I like Yamega. I would put in wannabe. I'm a huge fan of Yamega art, by the way. I like Yamega.
Bro, you just like grass decks.
Yeah, Yamega's awesome, bro. I don't know how you can hate it.
All right, I'm putting these last two in baller, and you have no control over it
Okay, let's see.
because I have the mouse pad, and Zapdos is that card is
Zapdos is I.
sick.
Zapdos is I.
And then this is the new Zekrom. So we've got no other card like it, so it has to be a baller card.
That's fair.
Yeah, look at this. You can't even see it
Not
that well.
bad. Yeah, there you go. I rate it. I like it.
All right, let's just put a title here, download this, whatever. Okay. All right, so let's take a review. In baller, some of the highlights. We got a lot of prismatic cards here.
All the evolutions.
All the evolutions made it. The Perrin made it. I had to
Mm-hmm.
talk him into it with the Perrin, and the Perrin and the Crispin made it.
My
The
go
Rockets
parent.
Ariana made it. A wannabe category, we got a new Zekroms and all the cool stuff here. Some prismatic cards in here.
Yep. Yep.
Can be a
There's
little
some
bit.
highlights. There's
Just
some
some
highlights.
highlights. A new N. Working on it category here. A little tough. There's some cards in here that like, have I played any of these in my decks? I don't think I have.
I've played them for content, but I can understand why some of them would be in there though.
Yeah, I don't think I've played any of these in my decks, bro. Same
Mhm.
with same like from that category down, that's kind of like where like I've stopped playing all these cards in my deck, except for Erica's.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I got the Galisapon here, got the two Durants, or two Sandy Shock, excuse me. And then down here at the bottom of the bottom, we've got Durant, Ice Cube, Wu Chin. This is like all like the original Scarlet and Violets. Look at how much it got better as time went on.
I agree. Yeah, that's why Scarlet Violet's not a sought after set. Like there's a Gardevoir in there and that's it.
Yeah,
I think it's
so
mid. Yeah, very mid set.
that was our tier list for the SIRs of Scarlet and Violet as it comes to a close here with Scarlet and Violet, and this podcast comes to a close. Matthew, thanks for coming on again. Before you go, where do people find you? What's your season looking like? You gonna be trying for Worlds this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt again. I'm kind of annoyed I threw away like a decent chance to get an invite. I won like 4 cups so quickly and stuff. I just flopped at a lot of the ICs, which kind of killed me. But yeah, I'm gonna try again for my invite. I'm excited to go again. Hopefully we can get the invite this time, and I'll just try to be at most of the regionals. Right, probably be in Las Vegas. Probably be. I'm gonna attend. I think I'm gonna go back to LAIC and UIC again. So I'll probably be at the ICs again. So I'm excited for all that. I'll try to be at most of the tournaments.
Awesome, man. Any shout outs or sponsors you got before we head out?
Yeah, I guess shout out to TBCI for the ambassador program as always. We got a decent chance to talk about that. More new feedback I can share to the developers, obviously, of Live and talk to TBCI about any rule changes within Pokemon, the actual TCG tournaments themselves. But yeah, I guess shout out to the channels, the main and the second channel.
Yeah. LDF, thanks so much for coming on. I know you love being on here 5 times now. We
5 times.
appreciate you so much. Hope
Appreciate
you
y'all
have a
inviting me
great
again.
time. And
Thank you.
we'll see you guys next week on the Beach Square Podcast. Until then, see you.
Peace.